The first characters that you can see at the beginning of line when you log in and access the command line interface is the so-called shell prompt. This prompt asks you to enter the commands. In the simplest case, in the Bourne shell, it's just a $sign for a regular user and a hash sign for a super user. In modern shells, that can be a complex construct with a host and user names, current directory, and so on. But the meaning of the dollar and hash signs is still the same. The shell is a command interpreter that provides a compact and powerful means of interacting with the kernel and utilities. Despite the many powerful graphical interfaces provided on Unix-like systems, the command line is still the most important communication channel for interacting with them. All commands typed on a line can be used in command files executed by the shell and vice versa. Action performed in the command interpreter can then be surrounded by a graphical user interface, and the details of their execution thus will be hidden from the end user. Each time a user logs into system, he finds himself in the environment of the so-called home interpreter of the user, which performs configuration actions for the user session and subsequently carries out interactive communication with the user. Leaving the user session ends the work of the interpreter and processes spawned from it. Any user can be assigned any of the interpreters existing in the system or an interpreter of his own design. At the moment, there is a lot of command interpreters that can be a user shell and a command file executor. As such, is the Bourne shell the historical and conceptual ancestor of all other shells, developed by Stephen Bourne at AT&T Bell Labs and included as the default shell for version 7 of Unix. C shell, an interpreter developed at the University of Berkeley by Bill Joy for the third BSD system with a C-like control statement syntax. It has advanced interactive tools, task management tools, but the command file syntax was different from Bourne shell. Korn shell, an interpreter developed by David Korn and comes standard with System 5. Compatible with the Bourne shell includes command line editing tools. The toolkit provided by Korn shell has been fixed as a command language standard in POSIX. In addition to above shells that were standardly supplied with the commercial systems, a number of interpreters were developed which are freely distributed in source codes. Bash, Born Again shell, quite compatible with Bourne shell, including both interactive tools offered in C shell and command line editing. Tanix C shell, further development of C shell with an extended interactive interface and slightly improved script machinery. Z shell includes all the developments of born again shell and Tenix shell, as well as some of their significant extensions. However, not as popular as Bash or TC shell. Public domain Korn shell freely redistributable analog of Korn shell with some additions. There are many small shells often used in embedded or mobile systems as Ash, Dash, BusyBox, etc.